Hey there, guys. Hey there. So, it is a rainy Saturday afternoon here in Dallas, and I got up and in all truth, I didn't put any clothes on until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. About 3 o'clock this afternoon, I put clothes on. And I was just done with it. By then, I was done with it. At 3 o'clock, it was nice to be in my pajamas, all satin and cozy and comfortable all day long. But by 3 o'clock, I just was to that point of just like, F this. It's time to get my ass in gear and just get ready for the day, which I got a lot done. Saturdays are, if it's not my family time and I'm off blowing and going and doing different things, then Saturday's typically my day to just get a whole bunch of stuff done that I didn't get done during the week, which is what today really was about for me. But as my day went on, I started thinking about it. I was like, I need to jump on and I need to do a conscious coffee. And of course, here we are in, 5 o'clock hour here in the Dallas area. And I'm not drinking coffee now. I'm definitely not drinking coffee. But I thought, what really needs to be my topic of today to just bring to everybody? And what my realization over the course of today has been is I'm just fucking done with so many things. It's just like, just put your foot down and say, this is it. I am done with the way life has been. I have done with how this is happening and how this is going on and what this looks like and how, this is and that is and all this different stuff. And really just root your feet into what you want and make that shit happen. Like, just make that shit happen. At some point in our life, when we have just been really trying to get things going, and I know that there's, for a lot of us, there's these times in our life where it just feels like we're just pushing something uphill, and it's just this push, and you want to feel called to something. You want to feel drawn to it. You want to feel almost like it's pulling you in, right? Like a lover pulls you in. That's what we want in life. We want life to pull us in. We want life. We want our purpose. We want abundance to pull us in. We want love to pull us in. We want joy, happiness to pull us in. But what it feels like often for so many is that we're just pushing, we're struggling, we're fighting, we're trying to make something happen. We're trying to force it to happen. And anytime we try to force something to happen, what ends up happening? Struggle, fatigue, depression, anger, frustration, overwhelm, a feeling of just like, I'm not good enough. It's just never going to happen. Why does it happen for everybody else but not for me? Right? Well, here's the thing. You just haven't made a commitment. There's still this wishy-washiness inside. And if you get really straight with yourself, you're going to find out that there really is a wishy-washiness inside. Your direction, your clarity, your determination is just off kilter just by a hair. And here's the thing. When you want something to happen, when you have a really strong desire, if there's any out of alignment there, if you're just off by a hair, that hair will land you in a different fucking destination than what you really want to be in. Things that you think should be coming to you because you think that you're thinking the right thoughts, you think you're feeling the right things, you think you're doing the right actions. You're like, why? I'm doing all of this work. I'm working so hard. I'm writing affirmations. I'm meditating. I'm taking action every single day. And then you're like, but it's just not showing up. Some close stuff is showing up. A little bit is showing up here and a little bit is showing up there, but it's not really coming in the way I want it to come in. Well, that's because you haven't really sunk your teeth in. You haven't really stepped into the end of the pool that you want to be in. You haven't really just dove in and said, fuck this. I am having it. I am making it happen. It will happen. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This shit is going to happen. You would say, now that might feel like that's like forcing it, like you're commanding it to happen. It's a force there. And you are forcing it to happen in the essence of that you are claiming it. You are claiming it. You are commanding it into your life. But by commanding it into your life, you're also setting a tone of certainty. This is called total faith. This is bigger than faith. This is certainty. This is like Moses parting the seas, certain, okay? Moses didn't walk up to the sea and go, I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen or not. God told me to have faith. God told me to like do this, and anything would happen in his name, that I was given the power to do all of these great deeds, these miracles. Well, guess what? You got the same fucking power to pull miracles into your life, and all you have to do is just call that shit in. Claim it. Stop accepting everything else. Stop allowing all the other stuff to get into that space, and just really plant your feet on what you want, on your true heart's desire. Really feel it right in your core, in your heart, in your core. Feel what you want, and then take that step forward. Stop looking for the steps to take. Stop looking for the path to form before you take the steps. You taking the steps in the right direction is exactly what has to happen for those steps to form. That is walking in faith. When we take those steps in faith, when we take those leaps of faith and we move forward, we're going to feel like there's no step there. We're going to wonder where our path is at. You're not going to be able to actually see your path so many times or see those actual steps, but you will be able to feel. If you are aligned to self, to your core, you're going to actually feel the direction that you're supposed to be going. You're going to feel the next perfect thing that you're supposed to do, the next person that you're supposed to talk to, the next thing you're supposed to write, the next thing you're supposed to say, the next action to take. All of that is right there. Your soul knows exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It is aligned to source, to God. There is no questions. All you have to do is listen. Just listen. And when you feel like you're just off a little bit, or you're wavering a little bit, remember that you got to get out of that wobble. You got to get out of the wobble. And when you feel a direct path and you're like, yes, right here, that's when you move. That's when you take that step. That's when you leap. That's when you spread your wings and you fly, baby. You fly in those moments. That's what you really need to be focused in on. You want to make that life that you've always dreamed of. You want to have everything that you want to have out there. The abundance, the love, the joy, the material things, the health. You name it. It's all right there waiting for you. But you have to listen to your core. You have to stop the wobble. And to stop the wobble means that you claim your life. Say, I'm fucking done with all of this. I'm done, and I'm taking a step forward right now. Right now. Goodness, a whole bunch of people are on here. A whole bunch of people. Hey, Jorge, Addison, John, Tom, John. Whole bunch of people. Jana. Yeah, I was just, I don't know what, and it's funny. All of this kind of just, it's everything that I talk about a lot, and that I do in my coaching a lot with my clients. And just that whole question of, what do you want? And so often when we are asked that question, what do you want? We gotta go, I don't know. It's scary to say what we want, isn't it? It's really scary to just claim it, to say, no, that's not what I want. And yes, this is what I want. This right here, this is what I want. We tend to worry about what the other people in our life are going to think, how society is going to judge us, view us, what our children, what our friends, what our parents, what our siblings, what our spouse, what the people that we're dating are going to think about us if we actually say what we want. My goodness, they might think less of us. They might question us. They might go, is that really it? That's what you want? I mean, why are you being so selfish? Why are you being so, so self-centered? And here's the thing. Having goals, having dreams, and taking those steps forward and really achieving the success that you want in the different areas of your life that you want is going to require you to get really fucking selfish. really fucking selfish and start saying no to all the other things that tend to step into your path and make it where you can't have it. They take up your time, they take up your energy, they take up your resources. They make you question, they make you doubt. How many times have you been around a really negative person? You've been pumped up and you get around this other person and they're negative, and then all of a sudden you start wobbling in your thoughts. You know, it's just like you're doubting things. Just the other day I was talking to somebody and they were telling me about this beautiful idea that their partner had, and they're like, yeah, my partner came to me and said blah 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 blah, and as soon as I was like, yeah, that's cool, I can support you, and their partner was like, no, I want you to do this with me. But they were like, no, that's not really, like, I'm a no to it, but I'll support you. If you're excited, if you're turned on to that, then I'm going to support you. And you know what the partner did? Their partner was like, oh, well, then I don't want to really do it. I wanted to do it with you, but you're not excited about it. You're never excited about anything, but you're not excited about this. So, you know, then I'm just not going to do that. Well, here's the thing. When we're really turned on to something, when it is our passion, when it is truly something that we should be doing, what you have to do is you have to really feel in, and you have to realize that things are going to come at you, and other people may not want to support you. Other people may not get into your boat. Other people might go, like that. Or they may go, that's fucking amazing. That's awesome. But you know, it's not for me. It's not my cup of tea. That opportunity is not mine because I'm just not excited about it. But if you're excited about it, then that's great. If that is happening to you, whether it is good or bad, supportive or unsupportive coming at you, if you really truly have a desire that you want to take on, then don't allow anybody to sway you. If you allow somebody to sway you, then one of two things is happening. Either you're more caught up in what everybody else is thinking, and you're like, oh, I need to just kind of hang out here and do what everybody else is doing and stay average and ordinary on these things, or it wasn't really a desire. It was something where you were looking to connect, and it wasn't really something that was drawing you in. Because when something really draws you in, you should really want it. You should really at least feel tremendous loss at the fact that it's being taken from you in some way. But if something is really, really wanted, if it is a really true desire, guess what? Nobody can take it from you. Nobody can take it from you except for you. And that's the thing that you have to realize. So even if it feels, if it's truly, truly a desire, if it's truly something that you want, then nobody can steal that shit from you. Only you can take it from yourself. Only you can push it back on that back burner. Only you can make it, prolong it out from actually having the success that you want it to have. That is only you. The rest of the world cannot really get in your way. Cannot. I can tell you what, I have put in so many hours working my business. I'm the one who will get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. I got 7 kids, and I can be sick as a dog and exhausted and have done all these different things. And when I'm really turned on to an idea, a concept, trying to build something within my own business, there's nobody on this planet that's going to get in my way. I will push everything and everybody away temporarily and say, no, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm working on. This is going to happen. I'm fucking done with all that other stuff, and I'm going to make this shit happen. That is just a determination of I'm going to make whatever needs to happen right here. Because when you are in alignment, you're going to have the energy. You're going to have the creative flow. You're going to have everything coming to you, more than enough with plenty left over. Accessible energy and flow will be there for you to maintain until you can get that shit accomplished. But if you're pushing and it's not really in alignment to who you are, it's not really something that you really want. You're doing it just for the money. You're doing it just for the fame. You're doing it just to please, somebody else. You're doing it just for this or that reason, something of the ego, something for your pride. Well, then you're going to go for a certain period of time, and you can really buckle down. You can put your head down, and you can really, root yourself in, and you can do the hard ass work, and you can show up left and right and just push. But that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to be pushing, and all that pushing is going to wear your ass out. And then you're just going to be like, oh, this ain't worth it. I don't even like it. I don't even want it anymore. And I don't even think I wanted it to begin with. And if you got something like that you're showing up for in your life, whether it is something around your work, a relationship, doesn't really much matter where that is. But if you're showing up and you don't even really want it, but you're working your ass off for it and you're not getting it into that flow and it's just not feeling aligned to you, then it's time to hit the pause button and say, what do I really want? What do I really want? Like, ask yourself, what do you want? What is it that you really truly desire in this life, in this world, for yourself? What is that perfect day like? What is that perfect week like? What is 2019? If money didn't matter, if nobody's opinion mattered to you, if there was no right or wrong, and you could live and do as you so please, and you could have, now don't just get to sit on your bum on the beach the entire year and just sit there. We're talking about living in flow and purposeful life. What would you do? Who would you be? How would you be showing up every single day? Really, truly. Like, if you could show up and feel good about the way you're showing up and really, really connect with the people that you want to connect with and live the life that you want to live purposefully, what would that be like? I dare you to write that one out. I really, really dare you to write that one out. Like, really get clear about it and just journal that shit out and see what it feels like and see how aligned you are right now to what's coming out of your soul with that question. Okay, guys? So there's my thought for this rainy Saturday here in Dallas. Whole bunch of stuff, of course, going on. I've been making announcements all week, but by the end of today, you're going to see all of these things coming out. And if you are local, especially, you're going to be getting invites to them. So Addison Bell and I are doing Seeing the Other Side, an experiential journey into your sex locally here in the DFW area. That is a co-ed workshop that we're going to be hosting for early April, I believe. And what we're going to be doing there is just some beautiful experiential exercises that we don't even do these exercises with our clients for the most part. Some of them are with our VIP clients and in small group situations, but most of this stuff, I would say probably about 90% of what we are bringing to this workshop is going to be very unique to this workshop. It is going to be a phenomenal once in a lifetime event. I'm very, very, very excited about doing that workshop. And then what you're also going to be seeing launching later this evening is my private workshop that I'm doing for all local ladies around the area. So ladies, and you know how I am with the guys out there. I mean, if you don't know how I am with the guys, I'm like the girl who never is single. I always got a few guys going, and I always have all these beautiful, extraordinary men in my life and showing up for me in multiple different ways. And it's kind of like the running joke of like, I couldn't be single if my life depended on it type thing, which is pretty true. Well, I'm going to be teaching a class called Manifesting Your Man. And I'm going to teach you guys the 10 hacks that to manifesting your conscious lover. Okay. So the one thing that all the men that I do date consistently and have deep relationships with through the years that they do have is that they are conscious men. They are very present in their sex. They are very present with me in our relationship. They are great at inquiry. They're not sitting there staring at their phone while we're on a date. They're not sitting there staring at the, trying to angle themselves to watch the screen, to watch basketball or football instead of communicating with me. They're utter gentlemen as well. They get the door for me. They're there, the car doors, the doors to the places. They hold my hand properly. They're all great kissers too. They really show up. They have sweet hearts and very, very determined, purposeful spirits. So if you want a guy that is consciously showing up in your life and you're in the DFW area and you're a single lady who would like to at least have the dating potential to have some of these conscious men, because I can tell you that they're all over the place. And if I dropped all the conscious men in my life that I have right now, I'd probably have 10 more tomorrow morning by the time I woke up without even really trying. And that's not me bragging. That's just the truth of the matter. So that's why I'm teaching this class, is that I'm teaching this class to help all the ladies out there in the DFW area find all those beautiful conscious men that I've been enjoying for the last 10 years of my single life, and just helping you get into some conscious relationships so that you can also have conscious potential to maybe find more than just a lover, more than just somebody to date, but maybe somebody that will be a conscious mate for your lifetime. So that workshop will be coming out. Good news, ladies who are not in the DFW area. I believe that I am going to be recording this workshop, and I'm going to be going ahead and putting that on my website as well. I kind of came up with that. I was feeling into it last night and talking to a couple people, and I really think that I'm going to go ahead and record that. So if you're not in the DFW area, know that that's going to be coming out soon enough, and that it will be there. Of course, there's never anything like seeing something in person and getting that one-on-one experience and having and really partaking in all the different exercises that will be taking place in the class as well. But if you can't make it to the Dallas-Fort Worth area for this workshop that will be happening this month, the month of March that is, then definitely look for it to come out on my website shortly thereafter. And I will probably be doing a live training here on Facebook as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. I see a whole bunch more other people popped on here. Thank you, Addison. Addison posted a link to my website on here. I am doing also, I have a few spots open for my VIP Fuck Yes Life coaching as well. So the link is here if you would like to explore some of my teachings and education and coaching. Please view that link as well. And if you want to work with me, just click the little Work with Kendal button on my website. Otherwise, please share this video. If I had anything to say that was worth anything to you today in this video, hit the little share button. Thank you for all your loves, your likes, your supports. And as always, stop existing and start living. And I will catch you guys tomorrow with another conscious thoughts, conscious coffee, conscious whatever the frick the time of day is that I actually end up on here since it's the weekend. Love you guys, and I will catch you tomorrow.